Always resignation and acceptance. Always prudence and honor and duty.
Sense versus sensibility.
Where is your heart? What do you know of my heart?
Is she checking on her?
Miss Dashwood.
Oh.
I think Marianne may need a doctor.
Oh.
Yes.
Hello everyone, I am James. Welcome back to my channel, Jimmy Wren Reacts. Today we're going to be watching a movie, Sense and Sensibility from 1995. It was one of our monthly poll winners from Patreon, and I'm so excited to watch this film with you guys. If you've been here with me watching film and TV, thank you so much for your support. If you like this video, if you like this content, please give me a like or subscribe. It really does help me out. Or you can watch my full-length watch-along on Patreon. The link is in the description. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Columbia Pictures. Wow. I don't know anything about this movie. I haven't even read the book by Jane Austen. This is going to be a totally blind watch for me. Ang Lee. I've seen a few Ang Lee films. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Hulk, Brokeback Mountain, and I don't think I've watched any other Ang Lee's films that he's directed. Kate Winslet, Hugh Grant. I don't know really who's in this. I only knew that Emma Thompson was in the movie because of the poster.
Your son has arrived from London, sir. Father. John, the estate of Norland was left to me in such a way as prevents me from dividing it between my two families. Norland in its entirety is therefore yours by law.
Okay.
But your stepmother, my wife and daughters are left only £500 a year, barely enough to live on. You must help them.
Well, of course.
Is he going to help them?
Promise to do this.
I promise.
Okay, he's on his deathbed.
I promise.
I hope he does.
What do you mean, help them?
Dearest, I mean to give them £3,000. The interest will provide them with a little extra income. Such a gift will certainly discharge my promise, my father.
One had rather, on such occasions, do too much than too little.
Of course, he did not stipulate a particular sum.
£1,500, then. What do you say to 1,500?
What brother on earth would do half so much for his real sisters? Let alone half-blood.
Well, they can hardly expect more.
Those are his half-sisters?
£100 a year to their mother while she lives. Would that be more advisable?
But if she should live longer than 15 years, she'd be completely taken in.
Wow, it's getting lower and lower.
£20 now and then will amply discharge my promise. You're quite right.
Indeed. Although, to say the truth, I'm convinced within myself that your father had no idea of your giving them money.
They will have 500 a year amongst them as it is.
And what on earth could 4 women want for more than that? Their housekeeping will be nothing at all. They'll have no carriage, no horses, hardly any servants.
Oh my gosh.
Only conceive how comfortable they will be. They will be much more able to give you something.
Oh man, I don't think that's true at all. There's Kate Winslet. She can play.
Marianne, can you play something else? Mama has been weeping since breakfast.
Is that her sister? Emma Thompson? So they're sisters. So she played...
less mournful, dearest.
Yeah, she's playing a dirge, which is like funeral music.
Consider, Mama, we have nowhere to go.
John and Fanny will be descending from London at any moment. Do you expect me to be here to welcome them? Vultures.
Look how young Emma Thompson looks.
I will start making inquiries for a new house at once. Until then, we must try to bear their coming.
Oh wow. Is that
Margaret,
a
are you
tree
there?
house?
Please come down. John and Fanny will be here soon.
John and Fanny, are they... Is that his wife?
We have a house in London.
Because houses go from father to son, dearest, not from father to daughter.
Right, that's the laws of inheritance.
If you come inside, we could play with your atlas.
It's not my atlas anymore. It's their atlas.
Okay.
And when we leave, we shall be able to retain only Thomas and Betsy. We are very sorry to have to leave you all. But we are certain that you will find the new Mrs. Dashwood a fair and generous mistress.
Huh.
My only real concern is how long it will take them to move out.
Fanny sounds wonderful. I recognize the actress, but I can't place her. Fanny? Kate Winslet has not said a word. Marianne, right?
How is Mrs. Ferrers?
My mother is always in excellent health, thank you. My brother Robert is in town with her this season and quite the most popular bachelor in London.
You have two brothers, have you not?
Indeed, yes. Edward is the elder, and Mamma quite depends upon him. He's travelling up from Plymouth shortly and will break his journey here.
If that is agreeable to you, of course.
My dear John, this is your home now.
Oh.
Fanny wishes to know where the key to the silver cabinet is kept.
Betsy has it, I think. What does Fanny want with the silver?
One can only presume she wants to count it.
Oh my gosh, Kate Winslet looks so young.
Have you seen Margaret, by the way? I'm worried about her. She's taken to hiding in the oddest places.
Fortunate girl. At least she can escape Fanny, which is more than any of us is able.
You do your best. You've not said a word to her for a week.
I have. I've said yes and no.
We haven't seen Fanny yet. Or not Fanny, Margaret yet. Right? It's a tension.
Good
Oh my
morning,
goodness.
Fanny.
Good morning, Miss Marianne.
How did you find the silver? Was it all genuine?
Pray, when may we expect the pleasure of your brother's company?
Edward is due tomorrow. In view of the fact that he will not be with us for long, I wonder if Miss Margaret will be prepared to give up her room for him. The view is quite incomparable from her windows, and I should so much like Edward to see Norland at its best.
The nerve of this lady. This is their home. It has been their home. Let them move out in time. Jeez. Ugh. Fanny seems, insufferable. Okay, who's this? Messenger? Hugh Grant.
My brother, Edward Ferrers.
Ah.
Do sit down. But where is Miss Margaret? I declare, Mrs. Dashwood, I'm beginning to doubt of her existence. She must run positively wild.
He must be the love interest,
How
right?
do you like your view, Mr. Ferrers?
Very much. Your stables are very handsome and beautifully kept, Mrs. Dashwood.
Stables? Edward, your windows overlook the lake.
An oversight, Fanny, had led me to one of the family rooms, but I've rectified the situation and am very happily installed in the guest quarters.
Okay, so he didn't want to take her room.
Miss Margaret spends all her time up trees and under furniture. And I've barely had a civil word.
Oh my gosh, Fanny, I'm beginning to hate her already.
My dear Fanny, they've just lost their father. Their lives will never be the same again.
Yeah.
That is no excuse.
Yes, it is.
Library?
That must be Margaret under there, right?
Indeed. Magnificent.
Never liked the smell of books.
He saw that.
No, it is the dust, perhaps. I hear you have great plans for the Walnut Grove.
Oh, yes. I shall have it knocked down to make way for a Grecian temple.
He pushed it back.
That does sound extremely interesting. Would you show me the site?
He's covering for her. Okay, Edward seems like a nice guy. Unlike his sister.
Pardon my intrusion, but I think I may have found what you were looking for.
Margaret?
Won't you come out, dearest? We haven't seen you all day.
Oh, Miss Dashwood, forgive me. Do you, by any chance, have such a thing as a reliable atlas?
I believe so.
Excellent.
He saw it on the ground.
Position of the Nile. My sister tells me it is in South America.
The Nile is in South America?
No, she's quite wrong.
Egypt.
For I believe it is in Belgium.
Belgium? Surely not. I think you must be thinking of the Volga.
The Volga?
Okay, they're trying to coax her out.
Oh, the source of the Nile is in Abyssinia.
Is it?
They're clever.
Interesting. How do you do? Edward Ferrers.
Margaret Dashwood.
Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Wow, there's a gap in age there from the youngest to the oldest.
Desirable addition. I will ride there tomorrow and speak to...
I'm trying to place the actress for Fanny. I can't think of her right now. It'll come to me later. Where I've seen her from? Oh, he's playing with her. It's nice. Oh my gosh, I can't get over how young Emma Thompson looks. And Kate Winslet. This is like pre-Titanic. She's taken to him, like, they're getting along. It's nice. So Hugh Grant's character Edward is like the nice sibling, and Fanny is just terrible. She plays nicely. She plays really great. It sounds good. Jane Austen's characters always play the piano or the pianoforte. It seems like it anyway. It's nice to listen to her play. She's crying. Because of the music or what's going on? Maybe both. Huh.
Thank you.
It's nice of him to... He's very compassionate, Edward.
Father's favourite.
Oh.
Thank you so much for your help with Margaret, Mr. Ferris. She's quite changed since you came.
Oh, not at all, not at all. I enjoy her company.
Has she shown you the treehouse?
Not yet. Would you do me the honour, Miss Dashwood? It is very fine out.
With pleasure.
Huh.
Margaret has always wanted to travel.
I know. She's heading an expedition to China shortly. I am to go as her servant. But only on the understanding that I will be very badly treated.
What will your duties be?
Sword fighting, obviously. Administering rum and...
Swabbing.
He has a sense of humor. Dry sense of humor, but yeah. Oh, Fanny doesn't like that.
All I want...
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
All I have ever wanted is the quiet of a private life. But my mother is determined to see me distinguished.
As?
Anything.
What do you wish for?
I've always preferred the church, but that is not smart enough for my mother.
He wants to be like a clergyman.
Would you stay in London?
I hate London. No peace. A country living is my idea.
Everyone says they hate London.
Where I might do some good. Keep chickens.
He wants a simple life. Yeah, he wants a very simple life. He doesn't want all
Talk of
this.
feeling idle and useless. Imagine how that is compounded when one has no hope and no choice of any occupation whatsoever.
Look at their outfits.
Our circumstances are therefore precisely the same.
The costumes.
Except that you will inherit your fortune.
Look at the background of those sheep and the animals.
We cannot even earn ours.
Yeah, it's very limited for women at this time.
Look, this has just arrived.
I should be pleased to offer you a home at Barton Cottage as soon as ever you have need. Oh, it's from my cousin, Sir John Middleton. Has Eleanor not yet seen this?
No, I will fetch her.
Wait, no. Let us delay.
Why?
I believe that Edward and Eleanor have formed an attachment. It would be cruel to take her away so soon. Devonshire is so far. Why so grave? Do you disapprove her choice?
By no means. Edward is very amiable.
Amiable? But?
But there is something wanting. He's too sedate.
His reserve suits her.
Can he love her? Can the soul really be satisfied with such polite affections?
I mean...
Love is to burn, to be on fire. Like Juliet or Guinevere or Eloise.
I guess.
To die for love? How can you say so? What could be more glorious?
She's a very romantic person. Okay, Sense and Sensibility. So she has a lot of emotion and feeling.
Mm-hmm. Pity it is that Edward has no passion for reading.
It was you who asked him to read, and then you made him nervous. Since your behaviour to him in all other respects is perfectly cordial, I must assume that you like him in spite of his deficiencies.
I think him everything that is amiable and worthy.
She doesn't hate him.
Unswerving devotion when you tell me that he is to be my brother.
Really? Already?
I'm sure you will be very happy, but you must promise not to live too far away.
Marianne, there is no question. That is, there is no understanding.
Do you love him?
Has it been even that long? Do they even talk?
I greatly esteem him.
How much time has passed?
I like him.
Esteem him. Like him. Use those insipid words again and I shall leave the room this instant.
Very well, forgive me. Believe my feelings to be stronger than I have declared, but further than that you must not be.
Huh, interesting. So Eleanor is like sense and then Marianne is like sensibility. Yeah, because one is very...
I do not attempt to deny that...
level-headed and one is...
I think very highly
romantic.
of him. That I greatly esteem him.
I mean, she seems like a good match for Edward. They're kind of the same. Marianne is very romantic, head up in the clouds. Oh, she doesn't like this at all. What's she gonna do? She's gonna do something to throw a wrench.
We're so happy that you chose to invite Edward to Norland.
She isn't happy.
He's a dear boy. We're all very fond of him.
We have great hopes for him. Much is expected of him by our mother with regard to his profession.
Naturally.
And in marriage. She's determined that both he and Robert will marry well.
But I hope she desires them to marry for love.
Nope.
Love is all very well, but unfortunately we cannot always rely on the heart to lead us in the most suitable directions. Edward is entirely the kind of compassionate person upon whom penniless women can prey. And having entered into any understanding, he would never go back on his word.
He is very compassionate. So he's like a really good guy.
My mother has always made it perfectly plain that she will withdraw all financial support from Edward should he choose to plant his affections in less exalted ground than he deserved.
Oh gosh. This is a manipulative woman. Yeah. Ugh. Fanny sucks.
My cousin, Sir John Middleton, has offered us a small house on his estate.
Sir John Middleton?
He is a widower. He lives with his mother-in-law at Barton Park. It is Barton Cottage that he offers.
Oh, a cottage! How charming. A little cottage is always very snug.
Shut up, Fanny.
But you will not leave before the summer.
My dear Edward, we can no longer trespass upon your sister's goodwill. We must leave as soon as possible.
You will come and stay with us, Edward.
I should like that very much.
Edward has long been expected in town by our mother.
Come as soon as you can, Edward. Remember, you're always welcome.
Fanny. Wow, so does he really like Eleanor? Seems like he really does like her. He likes the family, I think. I mean, he gets along with everyone. Hugh Grant looks really young in this too.
Eleanor. I want to speak to you.
Okay.
There is something of great importance that I need to...
What?
About my education.
Okay. What is it?
It was conducted, oddly enough, in Plymouth. Do you know it?
Plymouth?
Yes.
No.
Ah. Well, in a school run by Mr. Pratt.
Spit it out, spit it out.
Pratt.
Precisely, yes. Pratt. And, that is to say, he has a...
Edward, I've been all over for you. You're needed in London this instant.
I'm leaving this afternoon as it is.
No, that will not do. Mamma is quite adamant you should leave at once.
Excuse me.
Oh, Fanny sucks. Fanny sucks. I hate Fanny. Her husband, John, the heir, he's a wimp. He sucks too. What does he see in her?
Edward promised to bring the atlas to Barton for me.
Did he?
Really? I don't know. Will he show up there? At Barton? Is that the cottage?
Yes, you see, just as I told
John.
On my word! Here you are! Here you are! Here you are!
Sir John, you're extraordinary kindness.
No, none of that! Hush, please, none of that. But here is my dear mamma-in-law, Mrs. Jennings.
Oh, but I feel as if I know you already. Delightful creature.
Okay, they're kind of a lot. They seem nice.
I would not brook refusals. I'm quite deaf to them, you know.
It looks okay. I mean,
Sir John, let us only settle in for 2.
I mean, it's a lot smaller. It'll be enough for them. It's not terrible, is it? I don't know. It seems okay.
Where can Brandon be? Poor fellow, I hope he's not lamed his hall.
Colonel Brandon is the most eligible bachelor in the county. He's bound to do for one of you.
No.
Mind, I think he's a better age for Miss Dashwood. But I dare say she's left her heart behind in Sussex.
Oh, they all know.
I see you, Miss Marianne. I think I've unearthed a secret. What sort of man is he, Miss Dashwood? Butcher, baker, candlestick maker? I shall winkle it out of you, you know.
She's horribly good at winkling.
You're in lonely country now, Miss Dashwood. We none of us have any secrets here.
Or if we do, we do not keep them long.
These Jennings are characters.
Give us a clue, Miss Dashwood. Is he in uniform?
He has no profession.
Oh.
No profession. So he's a gentleman, then.
Margaret, you know perfectly well there is no such person.
There is. There is, and his name begins with an F.
Margaret. An F, indeed. Now, there's a promising letter. Let me... F.
Foster?
There's one.
Forrest?
Yes.
Fogarty?
Oh, yes, I
Fondant?
Sir John, might I play your pianoforte?
Yes, of course. My goodness.
An entertainment, I declare. I cannot remember when we last had a songbird in the house.
It's funny because they're too much for Marianne. Marianne was like the most animated one at the last home, and now these two are too much for her. Oh, who's singing? Hey, it's Alan Rickman. Oh, is he the eligible bachelor? Okay, Kate Winslet. It sounds like she's really singing. I don't know if she's playing, but it's not bad. Okay, he's like really taken by her. Wow.
Brandon, where have you been?
Okay, yeah, that's Brandon.
It's our beautiful new neighbor.
What a pity you're late, Colonel.
Colonel Brandon.
A great pity indeed.
Mrs. Dashwood, may I present my dear friend Colonel Brandon? Now, Miss Dashwood, it's your turn to entertain us.
Oh, no, Sir John,
I believe I know what key you will sing in. F major.
Man, they are getting obnoxious. Wow. Jeez. The Jennings. Now they're being rude.
Margaret, that is not the point. You do not speak of such things before strangers.
But everyone else was.
Mrs. Jennings is not everyone.
I like her. She talks about things. We never talk about things.
Hush, please.
Oh.
That is enough, Margaret.
Interesting.
I cannot think of anything appropriate to say. You will please restrict your remarks to the weather.
Okay. Talk about the weather. Colonel Brandon. Okay, they thought that he would be appropriate age for Eleanor, but he seems to be really taking to Marianne. Okay. Is she gonna reciprocate?
Word is you've developed a taste for certain company. And why not, say I, a man like you in his prime? She'd be a very fortunate young lady.
Marianne Dashwood would no more think of me than she would of you, John.
Brandon, my boy, do not think of yourself so meanly.
And all the better for her.
Really? I mean, doesn't seem like he's her type. Or her age, even. Close to her age. He seems a little bit older. Although Alan Rickman looks really young right now in this film. R.I.P.
Besotted. An excellent match. He's rich and she's handsome.
How long have you known the Colonel?
Oh, Lord bless you. As long as ever I've been here, and I came 15 years back. He has no wife and children. He had a tragic history. He loved a girl once. 20 years ago now. A ward to his family, but they were not permitted to marry.
On what ground?
Money. Eliza was poor. When the father discovered their amour, she was flung out of the house and he was packed up into the army. I think he would have done himself a harm if not for John.
Interesting. Wow, this woman knows all the tea.
She was passed from man to man. Disappeared from all good society. When Brandon came back from India, he searched heaven knows how long, only to find her dying in a poorhouse. Perhaps you did not know, Miss Marion, that our dear Brandon shares your passion for music. He plays the pianoforte very well.
That's why he was listening so intently. By the way, that spread on the table is wow.
Let us see you both side by side.
I do not know any duets.
Okay. You don't know any now, but you could learn some.
Are we never to have a moment's peace?
Mrs. Jennings is a wealthy woman with a married daughter. She has nothing to do but marry off everyone else's.
Yeah.
Oh, look! Oh, my goodness.
It's the Atlas.
Did you not hear him complain of a rheumatism in his shoulder?
A slight ache, I believe, was his phrase.
Aha. Yeah, the Atlas. It was delivered by Edward.
But
Edward said he would bring it himself.
I bet you his sister...
Dear Mrs. Dashwood, Miss Dashwood,
Did
Miss
not let
Marianne and Captain Margaret, it gives me great pleasure to restore this atlas to its rightful owner. Alas, business in London does not permit me to accompany it, although this is likely to hurt me far more than it hurts you. For the present, my memories of your kindness must be enough to sustain me, and I remain your devoted servant, always, E.C. Ferrars.
Why hasn't he come?
He says he's busy, dear.
Fanny.
Why hasn't he come?
I'm taking you for a walk.
No, I've been a walk.
You need another.
It's going to rain.
It is not going to rain.
You always say that, and then it always does.
Poor Margaret. Margaret, like, misses him.
You must miss him, Eleanor.
Yeah, her too.
But he loves you, dearest. Of that I'm certain.
But even were he to feel such a preference, I think we should be foolish to assume that there would not be many obstacles to his marrying a woman of no rank who cannot afford to buy sugar.
But Eleanor, your heart must tell you.
In such a situation, Mamma, it is perhaps better to use one's head.
Eleanor and her sense versus sensibility. I mean, I see a very big contrast between Eleanor and Marianne, for sure. But Eleanor is very, like, logical, and she's very reserved in her feeling. Maybe she does feel passionate inside, but she doesn't let it show. Okay, where are they going? It is look like it's gonna storm. Wow, look at that. It looks beautiful.
Is there any felicity in the world superior to this?
I told you it would rain.
There's some blue sky. Let us chase it.
I'm not supposed to run. Ah! Marianne!
Oh my god.
Are you hurt?
Ah!
She's all wet now.
Margaret, I do not think I can walk. You must run and fetch help.
This way. I will run as fast as I can.
Did she do that on purpose? Looked like she did. Okay, is that the Colonel? Oh my gosh.
Don't be afraid. He's quite safe. Are you hurt?
Only my ankle.
May I have your permission to ascertain if there are any breaks?
Who's this guy? Oh my god. Wow. Look at Margaret. Margaret's like, what is going on?
It is not broken.
Is he a doctor?
Now, can you put your arm about my neck?
Wow. This is crazy.
Allow me to escort you home.
Wow, this dashing guy comes out of nowhere. Who is he?
Lost.
She fell over. She fell down and he's carrying her.
Marianne, my darling.
Are you all right? It's a twisted ankle.
Do not be alarmed, Mamma. Please place them
I can assure you it's not serious. I took liberty of feeling the bone and it's perfectly sound.
Sir, I cannot even begin to thank you.
Please do not think of it. I'm honoured to be of service. But permit me to call tomorrow afternoon and inquire after the patient.
We shall look forward to it.
Whoa.
Most kind.
I'll show you out.
Thank you.
This is just too much of a coincidence.
Margaret,
Look at
give the gentleman.
Eleanor gave Marianne a look like, what the hell?
His name. Could you tell us to whom we are so much obliged?
John Willoughby of Allenham at your service, Mark.
John Willoughby.
What an impressive gentleman.
He lifted me as if I weighed no more than a dried leaf.
Is he human?
Tell me if I hurt you.
She feels no pain, Mamma. Margaret, ask Betsy to make up a cold compress, please.
Oh, please don't say anything important.
Go on.
Margaret is funny.
Dressed himself well, did he not?
With great decorum and honour.
And spirit and wit and...
Okay, there's gotta be something funny. I don't know.
Marianne, you must change. You will catch a cold.
What care I for colds when there is such a man?
You will care very much when your nose swells up.
You are right. Help me, Eleanor.
Wow, that just came out of nowhere.
But what do you know of Mr. Willoughby, Sir John?
Decent shot. There's not a bolder rider in all England.
But what is he like?
Like?
What are his tastes, his passions, his pursuits?
Well...
Where is Allenham, Sir John?
Allenham? Nice little estate 3 miles east. He's to inherit it from an elderly relative. Lady Allen's the name.
Wow. Wow. Oh, dog's barking. Oh, there's the Colonel.
I shall go outside and keep
Oh
watch.
my gosh. All these suitors. Colonel Brandon.
You're all on the lookout for Willoughby, eh, dear me, poor
John
Brandon.
Willoughby.
You will none of you think of him now.
Colonel.
Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning.
Oh, he's brought flowers.
How's the invalid?
Oh, thank you so much, Colonel. Oh, no.
It's why you should set your cap at Willoughby when you've already made such a splendid conquest.
I have no intention of setting my cap at anyone, Sir John.
Mr. Willoughby, Lady Allen's nephew?
Ah, he visits every year, for he's to inherit. Aha, the man himself. Come, Brandon, we know when we are not wanted. Let us leave him to the ladies.
Why does Jennings want to marry off Colonel Brandon so badly? What is up with that situation? Is it because they're just really good friends or something else? He's brought flowers too.
How does he do? How do you do, more like?
He tried to hide the flowers. Oh my goodness.
Mr. Willoughby, what a pleasure to see you again.
Pleasure is all mine, I can assure you. Trust Miss Marianne has not caught cold?
You found out my name.
But of course. And since you cannot venture out to nature, nature must be brought to you.
Beautiful.
Wow, this guy is like...
These are not from the hothouse.
I'm afraid I obtained those from an obliging field.
And I've always preferred wildflowers.
He's picked them himself.
Our gratitude, Mr. Willoughby, is beyond expression.
But it is I who am grateful. I've often passed this cottage and grieved for its lonely state. Then the first news I had from Lady Allen when I arrived was that it was taken.
Pray sit down, Mr. Willoughby.
Thank you. Oh, who is reading Shakespeare's sonnets?
Marianne. Marianne is reading them out to us.
And which are your favourites?
Without a doubt, mine is 116.
Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediment.
Come on.
Love is not love, which alters when it alters.
This guy's too good to be true.
Then how does it continue?
Oh, no.
It
is an ever-fixed mark
that looks on storm.
Tempest. Oh,
Is it
I
tempest?
do believe it is tempests.
Let me find it.
Wow. This is like her
It's
dream,
strange
man.
you should be reading these, but look, I carry them with me always.
What the heck? No way. This has got to be some kind of a trick. No way. This is impossible.
Until tomorrow, then.
I mean, they were down on their luck, and now like these prospects.
Marianne.
A talisman against further injury.
Goodbye.
Oh, he gave him his little books. Wow.
Good work, Marianne. You've covered Shakespeare, Scott, all forms of poetry. Another meeting will ascertain his views on nature and romantic attachments, and then you will have nothing left to talk about.
I suppose I have erred against decorum. I should have been dull and spiritless and talked only of the weather or the state of the roads.
No, but Mr. Willoughby can be in no doubt of your enthusiasm for him.
Why should he doubt it? Why should I hide my regard?
No particular reason, only that we know so little of him.
Yeah.
More than enough for
Or
others.
7 hours in this case.
I smell some trouble
I
coming.
feel I know Mr. Willoughby already. If I had more shallow feelings, I could perhaps conceal them as you do.
I'm sorry, Eleanor. I did not mean that.
Yourself, Marianne.
Marianne is too romantic. The sensibility part of it? Yeah, okay. Sense and Sensibility. I mean, it's them, right? Eleanor and Marianne, Sense and Sensibility. Maybe it has multiple meanings. I don't know, but that's what I'm getting, obviously. But Eleanor is lonely too. She must miss Edward. What?
Haven't you finished yet?
Come on.
Patience.
The poor Colonel. I don't know. Something is not right. I'm just waiting for some shoe to drop. He's gonna take a lock of her hair? No. I think Eleanor is suspicious, but also maybe she's sad because she doesn't have that. I don't know. I can't tell. I mean, they're getting along. I mean, they're hanging out and spending time together.
True impropriety in my behaviour. I should be sensible of it, Helena.
Has already exposed you to some very impertinent remarks.
Okay, so people are talking about it.
Miss Dashwood, Miss Marianne, I come to issue an invitation. A picnic on my estate at Delaford. If you would care to join us.
They're like...
We should be delighted, Colonel.
I will, of course, be including Mr. Willoughby in the party.
I should be delighted to join you, Colonel.
Oh my gosh, Marianne.
Morning, Mr. Willoughby. The Colonel has invited us to Delaford, Willoughby.
Excellent. I understand you have a particularly fine pianoforte, Colonel. A Broadwood Grand.
Broadwood Grand? Then I shall really be able to play for you all.
We shall look forward to it.
I want to hear him play. I mean, they said that he's a good player. Wow. It's awkward.
Your sister seems very happy.
Yes. Marianne does not approve of hiding her emotions.
Yeah.
In fact, her romantic prejudices have the unfortunate tendency to set propriety at naught.
Something's gonna get her in trouble. I mean, all of this being out there for everyone to see and gossip about.
Colonel Brandon's lawn is perfect for kite launching. We must have your sky kite. Find them pretty ribbons. Don't set that in there.
Imagine my surprise, Mrs. Dashwood, when Charlotte and her lord and master appeared with our cousin Lucy. Last person I expected to see. She probably came to join in the fun.
I've not seen you for so long, dear Mrs. Jennings. I couldn't resist the opportunity.
I have heard nothing but Miss Dashwood this, Miss Dashwood that, for I don't know. Lucy, my mother has talked of nothing else in her letters since you came to Barton, Mrs. Dashwood. Mr. Palmer.
Wow.
Mr. Palmer, do you know you are quite rude today? He used to be an MP.
Hey, that's Dr. House, Mr. Palmer. Hugh Laurie.
That is quite shocking.
I never said anything so irrational.
Wow, there are a lot of familiar actors in this film.
Hello, Mr. Willoughby. Come, you must meet my daughter Charlotte. Mr. Palmer.
Welcome to our party, Miss Steele.
See you later.
Come round, boys. Come round. Come round.
I know Mr. Willoughby extremely. Not there to spoken.
May I beg a seat beside you, Miss Dashwood?
Mamma?
I've so longed to make your better acquaintance. I've heard nothing but the highest praise of you.
But Sir John and Mrs. Jennings are too excessive in their compliments. I'm sure to disappoint.
No, for it was from quite another source I heard you praised, and one not at all inclined to exaggeration.
Is that Edward who said that about her, or what is this?
Colonel Brandon here. Over here. Where is he? There he is.
What is it?
My horse, quickly.
What's the matter, Brandon?
I must away to London.
We cannot picnic at Delaford without our host. Go up to town tomorrow.
We'll wait until we return and start then. You'd not be 6 hours later.
I cannot afford to lose 1 minute. Forgive me.
I mean, it's obviously something serious. He looked very serious.
Nonsense.
Colonel Brandon is very highly respected at Barton Park.
Why should you dislike him?
Because he has threatened me with rain when I wanted it fine. He has found fault with the balance of my high flyer, and I cannot persuade him to buy my brown mare. It will be of any satisfaction to you, however, to be told that I believe his character to be in all other respects irreproachable, then I'm ready to confess it. And in return for such an acknowledgement that must give me some pain, you cannot deny me the privilege of disliking him as much as I adore. This cottage. This place has one claim on my affections that none other can possibly share.
Marianne?
Promise me you'll never change it.
Okay. I don't know. I don't trust Willoughby.
Honored that so fair and virtuous a lady should compromise her honor by seeing me to the gate unaccompanied.
That is exactly what Eleanor would say.
Miss Marianne, will you do me the honor of granting me an interview tomorrow? Alone. There's something very particular I should like to ask you.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna ask her? Like the big question to marry?
Until tomorrow, then.
Is this it? I don't know. This seems too perfect. I don't know. No way. Okay, so they went to church. Oh no. She's crying. It wasn't good.
What is wrong, dearest? Willoughby? What is the matter?
Forgive me, Mrs. Dashwood. I'm sent, that is to say, Lady Allen has exercised the privilege of riches upon a dependent cousin and is sending me to London.
When? This morning?
Almost this moment.
What a disappointment. But your business will not detain you from us for long, I hope.
I have no idea of returning immediately into Devonshire.
Can you wait for an invitation from Barton Cottage?
Well, my engagements at present are of such a nature
What?
It is folly to linger in this manner. I will not torment myself further.
I don't know. Something is not right. I don't trust him.
What is wrong, my love?
Do not ask me questions.
Please, let me be.
Oh my goodness.
What is it you suspect him of?
I can hardly tell you. But why was his manner so guilty?
What are you saying, Eleanor? That he's been acting a part to your sister for all this time?
No, he loves her, I'm sure.
Of course
Really?
he loves her.
Has he left her with any assurance of his return?
What happened? I don't know. I don't trust Willoughby. Maybe someone else?
I prefer to give him the benefit of my good opinion. He deserves no less from all of us.
Maybe someone else did something?
Mama! Mama!
Someone else has a hand in this. Everyone is crying. Everyone except for Eleanor. Just have your tea. Eleanor has all the sense. She's like rock steady. She is like steady.
Miss Marianne, come and play around with us. Looking out at the weather will not bring him back.
She ate nothing at dinner.
Mind, we're all a little forlorn these days.
Oh, dear Miss Dashwood. Perhaps now we might have a discussion.
Yeah, she wanted to get her know her better.
Question I've long wanted to ask you, but perhaps you'll think me impertinent.
I cannot imagine so.
But it is an odd question. Oh, forgive me, I've no wish to trouble. I wonder, are you at all acquainted with your sister-in-law's mother, Mrs. Ferrers?
With Fanny's mother? No, I have never met her.
You must think me strange for inquiring.
Who is she?
Lucy, if she tells you aught of the famous Mr. F, you must pass it on.
Stop, Mrs. Jennings. She's annoying.
Miss Dashwood.
Yeah, go talk. Who is she? Who's Fanny's mother?
I had no idea that you were at all connected with that family.
Oh, the time may come when we may be very intimately connected.
Why? Is she
What do you mean?
with Edward?
Do you have an understanding with Fanny's brother, Robert?
Youngest? No, I never met him in my life.
The other one, Edward.
With Edward.
Edward Ferrers.
Edward and I have been secretly engaged these 5 years.
What?
Oh, you may well be surprised.
Yeah?
I should never have mentioned it had I not known I could entirely trust you to keep our secret. Edward would not mind my telling you. For I know he looks on you quite as his own sister.
Okay, no, I don't believe her. I think she's being underhanded.
We surely do not mean the same Mr. Ferrers.
Oh, the very same. He was 4 years under the tutelage of my uncle, Mr. Pratt, down in Plymouth.
That's him.
I was very unwilling to enter into it without his mother's approval. But we loved each other with too great a passion for prudence.
They've been engaged for 5 years, though.
You must have seen how capable he is of making a woman sincerely attached to him.
I don't trust this Lucy.
We can scarcely meet above twice a year.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't believe her. All these women are trying to undermine the sisters.
You seem out of sorts, Miss Dashwood. Are you quite well?
Perfectly well, thank you.
I've not offended you.
On the contrary.
I cannot stand it any longer. I must know what you're saying, Lucy. Miss Dashwood is quite engrossed.
You're allowed, Lucy, because from us you know Miss Lucy.
Mrs. Jennings, stay out of it. She's so nosy. God dang it.
Fascinated you to such an extent, Miss Dashwood.
Tell us all.
While you were so busy whispering, Charlotte and I have concocted a plan. I make for London shortly, and I invite you, Lucy, and both of Mrs. Dashwood to join me.
Splendid.
London?
You're gonna see Willoughby there? And Edward.
I shall convey you all to my house in Chelsea, and we will taste the delights of the season.
Oh my god, I don't know about this.
Let us strike hands on the bargain. And if I do not have the three of you married by Michaelmas, it will not be my fault.
Interesting.
I shall see Willoughby, and you will see Edward. I do not believe you feel as calm as you look, Eleanor. Not even you. Oh, I will never sleep tonight.
Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about Willoughby, but Willoughby's gonna be disappointment, but Edward's gonna be a surprise, I think. I don't believe Lucy. She's trying to play a trick or something. And then I don't believe Willoughby, because I think he's lying for some reason.
How do you think? I have written to Edward, Miss Dashwood, and yet I do not know how much you may see of him. Secrecy is vital. He'll never be able to call.
Oh no. I don't believe Lucy at all.
It's so hard. I believe my only comfort has been the constancy of his affection.
Oh, shut up, Lucy.
Oh, I'm of rather a jealous nature.
You don't say.
Imagine how glad he'll be to learn that we're friends.
Oh, no. No, 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 no.
John and Fanny are in town. I think we shall be forced to see them.
John and Fanny.
I think it was for next door.
Yes, you're right.
Marianne, do sit down for 2 seconds together.
Yeah. Marianne is just too much. Oh, someone is knocking. Someone is knocking. It's Willoughby.
Oh, Eleanor, it is Willoughby. Indeed it is. Oh. Excuse me, Colonel.
Not Willoughby.
Colonel. What a pleasure to see you. Have you been in London all this while?
I have heard reports through town that is everything finally resolved between your sister and Mr. Willoughby?
No.
Colonel, though neither one has informed me of their understanding, I have no doubt of their mutual affection.
Okay, that's the truth.
To your sister, I wish all imaginable happiness. To Mr. Willoughby, that he may endeavour to deserve her.
They don't like each other. I thought it was one way, but they don't like each other.
Forgive me.
Yeah, that was a telling thing to say that he should endeavor to deserve her. I'm not getting a good feeling about Willoughby. I don't like him. I mean, I haven't had a good feeling.
Where is dear Edward, John? We expect to see him daily.
Who is dear Edward, may I ask?
Who indeed?
My brother, Mrs. Jennings, Mr. Edward Ferrars.
Indeed.
Uh-huh.
Is that Ferrars with an F?
Oh, God. Mrs. Jennings.
Are there any messages, Pigeon?
No.
No messages at all, no cards?
None. Willoughby's not coming. Okay, who was it? Oh my God. Marianne is obsessing.
No messages, ma'am.
Now, do not fret, my dear. I have been told that this good weather is keeping many of our sportsmen in the country at present.
Willoughby is not coming.
I had not thought of that. Thank you, Mrs. Jennings.
And Miss Dashwood may set her heart at rest. Ever heard your sister-in-law say she's to invite the elusive Mr. F to the ball tonight?
There's a ball.
Now follow me.
Okay, something's gonna happen at the ball. For sure. Something always happens at the ball. In a Jane Austen book. Wow, where is this? Look at this.
Mrs. Jennings.
Goodness, how hot it is.
Indeed.
You're not alone, I trust?
Indeed, no. John has just got to fetch my brother.
Your brother, I declare. This is good news indeed.
It's the other brother. Not Edward.
Oh, Mrs. Jennings, I am pleased to see you. May I present my brother-in-law, Mr. Robert Ferrars.
Mr. Robert Ferrars.
My dear ladies, we meet at last.
He's not the good-looking brother.
So you must be the younger brother. Is Mr. Edward not here? Miss Dashwood here was counting on him.
Oh.
Busy for such gatherings, and has no special acquaintance here to make his attendance worthwhile.
Really?
In the absence of your brother, you must dance with our lovely Miss Dashwood here.
Oh.
It would be my honor.
His teeth. Something's up with his teeth, I don't know.
And perhaps Miss Steele might consider reserving the Allemande.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe they're brothers. I mean, what's up with Edward? I feel like Edward is a good guy, but something else... What is keeping him away? That's the big question. What is keeping Willoughby away? What is keeping Edward away? And one is good and one is bad, I think. Willoughby's bad and Edward is good. That's my suspicion. Eleanor... looks like she's having the worst time. Okay, well, there's Willoughby.
Mr. Willoughby,
How do you do, Miss Dashwood?
I'm very well.
How's your family?
We are all extremely well, Mr. Willoughby.
Oh my gosh, she didn't see him yet.
Willoughby!
Oh my gosh, she yelled his name. Oh no, something bad is gonna happen right here.
Good God, Willoughby!
Oh no.
Will you not shake hands with me?
How do you do, Miss Marianne?
Oh, he's being very cold.
Willoughby, what is the matter? Why have you not come to see me? Have you not received my letters?
Yes, I had the pleasure of receiving the information you were so good as to send me.
Okay, he's looking for somebody. His wife or fiance or something.
Tell me what is wrong.
Thank you, I'm most obliged. Well, excuse me, I must rejoin my party.
I knew something was fishy about him. Oh no. That's gotta be his wife or fiance or something.
Go to him, Eleanor. Force him to come to me instantly.
He must come away.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know them?
Acquaintances with the country.
Indeed.
Oh, that's his wife. It gotta be his wife or something.
Why, dearest?
They do a bit.
Come away.
They're all staring.
Do not understand. I must speak to him.
There you are, my dear. Come, dear. You need some air.
Okay, does Mrs. Jennings know? I mean, she must be aware. I mean, she knows everything. She must know what happened. That's why she's helping her out.
Oh, you're leaving so soon.
If I might be so bold, Mrs. Jennings, it would be our pleasure to escort your young charge home.
Very kind.
That is very handsome of you.
Okay, he'll take care of her.
The messages during the night.
Yes, indeed. Mr. Pigeon.
Oh, they all know. They all know. What is she writing?
Marianne, please tell me.
Do not ask me questions.
You have no confidence in me.
This reproach from you who confide in no one.
I have nothing to tell.
Nor I. We neither of us have anything to tell. I because I conceal nothing, and you because you communicate nothing.
Yeah, so she talks too much and she talks too little. A
There
message.
now.
From who? From Willoughby? That is not good. She looks terrible.
My dear madam, I'm quite at a loss to discover in what point I could be so unfortunate as to offend you. My affections have long been engaged elsewhere, and it is with great regret that I return your letters and the lock of hair which you so obligingly bestowed upon me.
Oh my gosh, he's covering his ass. He cheated on his
Dearest.
wife or fiance, I don't know.
It's not so unworthy as you think.
Not so unworthy. Did he tell you that he loved you?
Yes. No, never absolutely. It was every day implied, but never declared.
Oh, Marianne.
I thought it had been, but it never was.
Oh, you poor, poor, foolish girl.
He made us all believe he loved you.
He did. He did. He loved me as I loved him.
Oh, poor thing, she looks very bad. I was told in the street here by Miss Morton, a very great friend. He is to be married at the end of the month to a Miss Grey with £50,000.
50,000?
Used my young friend abominably ill, and I wish with all my soul that his wife may plague his heart out.
50,000 pounds? Wow. Well, the truth comes out. You know, Miss Jennings can be annoying, but she knows everything. She knows a tea, and she knows it right away. Wow. She's like the internet. You can find out. Just ask her.
Miss Grey has £50,000. Marianne is virtually penniless.
She cannot have expected him to go through with it. But I feel for Marianne. She will lose her bloom and end a spinster, like Eleanor.
Oh.
My dear, we might consider having them to stay with us for a few days. We are, after all, family.
I've already asked Miss Steele for a visit, and we cannot deprive Mrs. Jennings of all her company at once. We can invite your sisters some other year, you know, and Miss Steele will profit far more.
Okay, there's some kind of conspiracy going on between Fanny and Lucy. They're like conniving. I don't like them. Colonel Brandon, what is your deal? I want to know what's going on.
How is your sister?
I must get her home as quickly as possible. The Palmers can take us as far as their home at Cleveland, which is but a day from Barton.
Then permit me to accompany you and take you straight on from Cleveland to Barton myself.
I confess that is precisely what I had hoped for. Marianne suffers cruelly.
Yeah.
What pains me most is how hard she tries to justify Mr. Willoughby.
Poor girl. Foolishly in love, taken advantage of by Willoughby.
Allow me to relate some circumstances which nothing but an earnest desire of being useful.
Yes, come on, I want to know too.
No doubt, Mrs. Jennings has apprised you of certain events in my past. The sad outcome of my connection with a young woman named Eliza.
Yeah, who he couldn't be with because she was poor or something like that.
20 years ago, before she died, Eliza bore an illegitimate child. The father, whoever he was, abandoned them. As Eliza lay dying, she begged me to look after the child.
Okay, who's the child?
I took the child, Beth, and placed her with a family in the country where I could be sure that she would be well looked after.
Who is she?
Almost a year ago, she disappeared.
Disappeared?
I instigated a search, but for 8 months, I was left to imagine the worst. On the day of the Delaford picnic, I received the first news of her.
Okay.
She was with child, and the blackguard who had left her with no hint of his whereabouts.
Willoughby. Willoughby?
Do you mean Willoughby?
Before I could return to confront him, Lady Allen learned of his behaviour and turned him from the house. He fled to London.
Yes, he left us that morning without any explanation.
Lady Allen had annulled his legacy. He was left with next to nothing, and in danger of losing cum magna and all the money that remained to his debtors.
So he abandoned Marianne
He went after the money.
and her £50,000.
Willoughby sucks. Willoughby is a bastard. I knew he wasn't any good.
Had I not from my heart believed it might in time lessen your sister's regrets.
Willoughby is a snake. He's a dog.
I have described Mr. Willoughby as the worst of libertines. I have since learnt from Lady Allen that he did mean to propose that day, and therefore I cannot deny that his intentions towards Marianne were honourable.
But he was going to be poor, so...
I feel certain that he would have married her, had it not been...
For the money?
Yeah, well... But then he got another girl pregnant before that.
Whatever his past actions, whatever his present course, at least you may be certain that he loved you.
I don't know if that's comforting, though. I mean, he still left. It wasn't enough.
Oh, how is your dear sister, Miss Dashwood?
I don't trust her either.
How are you enjoying your stay with John and Fanny, Miss Steele?
I was never so happy in my entire life, Miss Dashwood. I do believe your sister-in-law's taken quite a fancy to me. I've not yet seen Edward, but I feel sure to very soon.
Oh. But something tells me that all of that is not really
There's
what
a
she's
Mr. Edward
communicating.
Ferrars to see you, Miss Dashwood.
Oh, do ask him to come in.
Oh my god. This is gonna be interesting. Oh my goodness. Now what, Lucy? Is it really him? It's him?
Mr. Ferrars.
Miss Dashwood.
Does he see Lucy, though? Miss
What a
Steele?
pleasure.
Miss Dashwood, how can I...
You know Miss Steele, of course.
Indeed. How do you do, Miss Steele?
I'm well, thank you, Mr. Ferrars.
I want to know what's going on. This is crazy.
You must be surprised to find me here, Mr. Ferrars. I expect you thought I was at your sister's house.
Let me fetch Marianne.
He didn't know anything at
Mr.
all.
Ferrars, she would be most disappointed to miss you.
Edward, I heard your voice.
Eleanor as well, you see. That must be enough for both of us.
Uh-oh, Miss Steele has a contemptful look.
Why have you not come to see us before?
I have been much engaged elsewhere.
This is a crazy, awkward situation.
Perhaps, Miss Marianne, you think young men never honour their engagements, little or great.
No, indeed. For Edward is the most incapable of being selfish of anyone I ever saw.
Oh my god. He's got something to say, but he can't say it. Come on. This is crazy.
Forgive me. I must take my leave.
You only just arrived.
You would excuse me, but I have an urgent commission to attend to on Fanny's behalf.
Oh, in that case, perhaps you might escort me back to your sister's house, Mr. Ferris.
It would be an honor.
Okay. No, it wouldn't. Just by his look.
He must have had his reasons for going.
Yeah, because it was crazy awkward.
Doubt your coldness. If I were Edward, I would assume you did not care for me at all.
No, that's not true. It's because Miss Steele was there.
When I think of her, it frightens me to think that I shall never marry.
Nonsense. You will marry far better than either of the Dashwood girls.
Ah, Fanny sucks.
It would not surprise me if you were to marry far and away beyond your expectations.
There is
a young man.
Aha.
Your brother.
I've told nobody in the world for fear of discovery.
Come on, really?
I am the soul of discretion.
Okay, but...
I can assure you, I am as silent as the grave.
No, you aren't. Fanny, you suck. There goes Mrs. Jennings. Wow, that was a violent response from Fanny.
Mr. Edward Ferris, the very one I used to joke you about, Miss Dashwood, is engaged these 5 years to Lucy Steele. Poor Mr. Ferris, his mother, who by all accounts is very proud, has demanded that he break the engagement on pain of disinheritance. But he has refused to break his promise to Lucy. He has stood by her, good man, and is cut off without a penny. Settled it all irrevocably on Mr. Robert.
What the hell?
How long have you known?
She's known the whole time. Now you understand, Marianne.
Why did you not tell me?
Lucy told me in the strictest confidence. I could not break my word.
But Edward loves you.
He made no promises. He tried to tell me about Lucy.
He cannot marry her.
Would you have him treat her even worse than Willoughby has treated you?
No.
Edward made his promise a long time ago, long before he met me.
Wow. Edward is an honorable man. Like, too honorable. Edward and Willoughby are like totally opposite.
Always resignation and acceptance. Always prudence and honor and duty.
Sense versus sensibility.
Where is your heart? What do you know of my heart? What do you know of anything but your own suffering? For weeks, Marianne, I've had this pressing on me, without being at liberty to speak of it to a single creature. It was forced on me by the very person whose prior claims ruined all my hopes. I have endured her exaltation again and again, whilst knowing myself to be divided from Edward forever. Believe me, Marianne, had I not been bound to silence, I could have produced proof enough of a broken heart, even for you.
Wow, she's saying a lot right now. Good for you, Eleanor. I'm glad you spoke up, even though you made Marianne cry. Wow, they're both brokenhearted. They just show it in such different ways.
I have a proposal to make that should enable him to marry Miss Steele immediately.
Colonel, I am sure he would be only too delighted to hear it from your own lips.
I think not.
Why?
His behavior has proved him proud, in the best sense. I feel certain this is the right course.
What is it? What's your idea?
Mr. Edward Ferris.
Okay, now what? Are you gonna finally say something? Hugh Grant has not had many lines.
Miss Dashwood, God knows what you must think of me.
Mr. Ferris.
I have no right to speak, I know.
I have good news. Do please sit down.
Good news? What? Is this what the Colonel told you? How are you gonna resolve this?
Colonel Brandon desires me to say he has great pleasure in offering you the parish on his estate at Delaford, in the hope that it may enable you and Miss Steele to marry.
Colonel Brandon?
Yes, he means it as testimony of his concern for the cruel situation in which you now find yourselves.
Wow, that's really generous. So, but then how does that solve...
The unkindness of your family makes you astonished to find friendship elsewhere.
I mean, it resolves Edward's issue with the money and everything, kind of. Not money, but the marriage.
Be ignorant that it's certainly to you that I owe this. I feel it. I would express it if I could, but as you know, I'm no orator.
You are mistaken. You owe it almost entirely to your own merit. I've had no hand in it.
May I ask why the Colonel did not tell me himself?
Yeah, why didn't he?
I think he felt it would be better coming from a friend.
Your friendship has been the most important of my life. Forgive me.
Mr. Ferrers, you honour your promises. That is more important than anything else. I wish you both very happy.
Oh, this is sad. He's like too honorable. He looks like he's a mess, Edward. He's been struggling.
What a stroke of luck for Lucy and Edward to find a parish so close to Barton. I do declare I have never disliked a person so much as I do Mr. Willoughby for your sake. Insufferable man. To think, we can see his insufferable house on the top of our hill. I shall ask Jackson to plant some very tall trees.
Oh, God.
Nothing of the sort.
I hear Miss Grey's bridal gown was everything of the finest.
Jeez, shut up. Ugh. It's making her feel worse. Oh.
Very well.
This is his
I did not think she drew
estate.
breath from the moment we left London. I should have
Yeah.
found another way of getting home.
Oh my goodness.
A stroll. A moment's peace, Eleanor. I think it is going to rain.
It will not rain.
You always say that, and then it always does.
I shall keep to the garden, near the house.
Marianne is like so uncontrollable. I guess that's okay, but man. Yeah, it's gonna rain.
Oh, there you are, Miss Dashwood. Come and meet little Thomas.
Okay. What's going on with Marianne? Oh no, what's going on with Marianne? She doesn't look well. She looks like she's gonna do something bad. And in this storm too. Okay, but is she going to see the house? Yeah, their house. Is that where Miss Grey?
Love, which alters when its alteration fly.
Is
It looks on tempests, and is
She did-
never shaken.
Oh my goodness.
Willoughby.
Forget Willoughby. Forget Willoughby, he sucks.
Do not worry, Miss Dashwood. Brandon will find her.
Oh my goodness. That rain looks crazy. She's really worried. The Colonel found her, carrying her back.
She's not hurt, but we must get her warm.
Marianne. Marianne has no sense. You can't blame her though. She's so heartbroken, but still, oh my gosh. Poor girl. Is she checking on her?
Miss Dashwood.
I think Marianne may need a doctor.
Oh.
Yes.
No, she's caught like pneumonia or some kind of chill or something.
You'll wear yourself out, Colonel. Do not worry.
You can rely upon Harris, Colonel. I've never found a better physician.
It's so funny because that's Dr. House.
This fever, but has taken far more serious hold than I would have expected in...
Oh my god.
If you would prefer me to stay, I am at your service.
What happened?
Colonel Brandon and Dr. Harris will look after us.
Okay, so yeah, she's sick. Really sick. She has an infection, so she has like pneumonia or something. Something really bad.
She is not doing as well as I would like.
Oh man. The Colonel is really worried about her. Get him pacing around.
Colonel, you have done so much already.
Give me an occupation, Miss Dashwood, or I shall run mad.
She would be easier if her mother were here.
Yeah, go get the mother. Man, this guy is really good. The Colonel? Oh. She might not make it.
You must prepare yourself.
She looks delirious with fever.
Please.
Okay, she's gonna show some emotion here, I think. Eleanor?
I cannot do without you.
Mm.
Oh,
beloved Marianne. Do not leave me alone.
Oh, wow. Eleanor doesn't show much emotion, but she's really afraid now. Oh, she looks like she's gonna die. Wow. I mean, look at this beautiful day. Is she gonna make it? Tell me she makes it. She makes it. Oh, the doctor's still there. Wow, he's a dedicated doctor. Her fever broke. Her fever broke. She looks better. Not shaking and twitching anymore.
Mama, she is out of danger. She is out of danger.
Oh, thank goodness. Good job, Colonel, for bringing her mother.
Where is Eleanor?
I'm here. Dearest, I'm here.
Oh, the Colonel.
Brandon.
Don't leave. You deserve some thanks. That's the first thanks he's got. He doesn't get much appreciation, does he? Look at that, how peaceful it looks.
But if the weight of these thou canst not show.
Look at him reading to her.
Certainly is not so dashing as Willoughby. But he has a far more pleasing countenance. There was a something, if you remember, in Willoughby's eyes at times that I did not like.
Yeah. Me too. I don't know. Marianne's still recovering from her heartbreak, though. But this guy's there for her.
Shall we continue tomorrow?
No, for I must away.
You will not stay away long.
He's grown on her. I mean, he's been there for her. Literally in sickness. Got her from the cold, out of the rain. Got her mother.
There I fell, and there I first saw Willoughby.
Okay, so
Willoughby,
what?
he will always regret you.
And might soon have learned to rank the demands of his pocketbook far above the demands of his heart. If his present regrets are half as painful as mine, he will suffer enough.
This is a real problem. Love or money, I mean.
I compare it with what it ought to have been. I compare it with yours.
Who told you that Mr. Ferris was married, Thomas?
I see Mrs. Ferrers myself, ma'am. And she inquired after you, ma'am. And all you young ladies. Especially Miss Dashwood.
Did Mrs. Ferris seem well?
Oh, yes, Miss Marianne. She said she was vastly contented.
Thank you, Thomas.
I guess she was okay. I don't know. I didn't really trust her. I don't know. I guess I misjudged her. I don't know. Bittersweet news for Eleanor. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a...
Last I have found a small enough instrument to fit the parlour. I shall follow in a day or two, by which time I expect you to have learnt the enclosed. Christopher Brandon. Oh, my...
Pianoforte?
Oh, it fits perfectly.
Yours, Marianne.
That's nice.
He must like you very much.
It is not just for me. It is for all of us.
Yeah, but it's for you. Wow, that is really nice. Wow, it sounds beautiful. I guess it doesn't need to be tuned or anything. Is that the secret he went to go get? Which is to get a pianoforte?
Here is Colonel Brandon, Marianne.
There's Colonel Brandon.
I do not think it is the Colonel.
Edward! Edward.
It is Edward!
Oh my goodness, what's he doing here?
Good afternoon, Mr. Ferris.
Good afternoon.
Edward, what a pleasure to see you.
Mrs. Dashwood.
Okay, but he's here to just visit?
Trust I find you all well.
Thank you, Edward. We are all very well.
been enjoying very fine weather.
She's talking about the weather.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. The roads were very dry.
Okay. I mean, come on. What do you want to come and say?
I hope you have left Mrs. Ferrers well.
Hugh Grant's acting is so funny.
I meant to inquire after Mrs. Edward Ferrers.
Well, then you...
Oh, he didn't marry her. She married Robert.
I think you mean my brother. You mean Mrs. Robert Ferrers.
Oh my God.
Mrs. Robert Ferrers?
Lucy married Robert.
Yes.
A gold digger.
I received a letter from Miss Steele, Mrs. Ferrers, I should say.
Lucy didn't want to be poor.
The transfer of her affections to my brother Robert. It seems they were much thrown together in London, and
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. They were.
the change in my circumstances, I felt it only right that she be released from our engagement.
Now, does he get it back? Robert loses his inheritance, or what happens?
No.
Oh my gosh. She can't contain herself. Edward, say something. Say something.
Eleanor, I met Lucy when I was very young. I convinced myself that you felt any friendship for me, and that it was my heart alone that I was risking. I've come here with no expectations, only to profess, now that I am at liberty to do so, that my heart is, and always will be, yours.
Okay. It's a happy ending, I think.
Margaret, come down. Will you stop that? What else would you, Marianne? Tell us.
Wait!
Margaret is useful.
Down!
Oh my God, he's gonna propose. Oh, we're getting married? Yeah. Yes. Oh. The Colonel and Marianne. What? Okay, are they like... They're just there as part of the wedding party? Wow. The Colonel and Marianne. Good for Mary. Oh, yeah. Willoughby, you friggin' missed out. It's crazy that he lives right over the hill. Or up on the hill. Or over the hill. He's crying. I don't know, man. You deserve all the unhappiness. Hey. I don't know that was a tradition to throw coins like that. Wow. Wow. What a happy ending. I didn't expect that. Okay, so that was Sense and Sensibility from 1995. I really enjoyed that movie. It was really interesting and cool to see the commonality between this film and Pride and Prejudice because they're both based on Jane Austen books. And you can see the common themes that Jane Austen has in her books, the themes of inheritance, of course the romance aspect of it. This one in particular had that dichotomy between sense and sensibility, and to me that was embodied in Marianne and Eleanor. Eleanor was sense and Marianne was sensibility, but in the end that was something that they both overcame because Marianne got a little bit more sense and married the Colonel. Eleanor showed more emotion and showed more of that romantic side. She broke out and started sobbing at the end and showed her emotion to Edward. Yeah, that was cool to see. It was a happy ending, which was surprising. I thought it was going to be a very sad ending, but it was a very happy ending. And I was glad to see that Marianne ended up with someone that she was happy with, and Eleanor ended up with the person that she wanted to be with. So yeah, it was kind of like they both started off on different sides of the spectrum, and they kind of somehow met in the middle somewhere or on the other side of that. So it was a really interesting process to see them go through that. The story was what I expected from a Jane Austen novel. I've never read the book before. I've only read Pride and Prejudice, and so I didn't know anything about this story, but I can see a lot of similarities between this story and her other work, Pride and Prejudice. My favorite characters, I don't think there's one favorite character, but the ones that stood out to me were Mrs. Jennings. I mean, she was kind of annoying, she was a little bit obnoxious, but she was a good character to be in this story. She knew all the tea, she knew all of the gossip. I think she had good intentions. She wasn't an evil person. Also, I really liked Edward, even though he didn't say much. Hugh Grant's acting was great. He said a lot just from his facial expression, his body language, and he conveyed a lot in that physical acting. And I think that's very British. You don't say much. You have to look at how their facial expressions are, their body language, and even the silence, where that is and how long that is. That all means something. Viewing Downton Abbey, I think I've learned a couple of things about that. The visuals were amazing. I don't know where this was filmed, but those views on the hills of the water and of the, I think it was the sea, that was amazing. It looked fantastic. The weather was beautiful. Even the rain, the thunderclaps, the lightning, I like that. I like rain. I thought the music was wonderful. It was really complimentary to the story, and it conveyed a lot of the emotion that was going on. As far as my expectations, it really exceeded what I thought this movie was going to be about. I went in pretty blind. I really enjoyed the romance part of it, seeing them struggle through their romances and to see the characters grow. And I thought it was really realistic, which is a very Jane Austen thing, like the realism of their struggle and how it relates to real people and what real people go through in life. That aspect of it was really relatable. I think, for example, if we're Marianne, like poor Marianne, she acted romantically and hopefully, but she got betrayed by Willoughby. And yeah, she was young and foolish, but it wasn't her fault. I felt bad for her, but I think we could all kind of put ourselves in her shoes. Like a lot of us in our lives, we've been wronged by someone in love and romance or have experienced that in some form or another. So I think a lot of people could relate to that. Even with Eleanor, like she didn't want to be too hopeful and get her hopes up, so she was really reserved and didn't want to show things externally. Still had those emotions inside, she didn't show them. And if you're an introvert, you could kind of relate to her very deeply. So I thought that was really interesting and relatable, and that made the story even more compelling. I would definitely recommend this movie if anyone is interested in some kind of a romance movie or story about romance. If you like Jane Austen, definitely would recommend this along with Pride and Prejudice. It was a great movie. I enjoyed it so much. I'm so glad that it won the poll, or it tied for the winner of our poll for last month. So I'm glad it won, and I'm glad I've watched this. And if you watched this with me and enjoyed it with me, thank you so much for your support. If you like this content, if you like this video, please give me a like or subscribe. It really helped me out. Or you can watch the full length watch along on my Patreon. The link is in the description. And with that, I'll leave you. See you next time. Bye now.